Should you be okay with your boyfriend going to a strip club while you're in a relationship? I just want to preface by saying everybody's comfortable with different things, so don't do what everyone else is okay with. Do what makes you feel comfortable. So in my opinion, no, I'm not okay with my boyfriend going to the strip club. Any man that wants to go to the strip club and is like asking if it's cool for him to go is literally a walking red flag. Like, why are you begging to go to a strip club where there's a bunch of naked chicks that are trying to twerk on you? Also, this whole video is about strip clubs, not regular clubs. I don't give a damn about regular clubs. So here are my problems with it. Why is my man funding and paying for someone else's bills? The strippers are just there to make money for themselves and pay their bills. So my boyfriend going and paying their bills for them, buy me shit first, pay my bills, and then we can talk about you going to the strip club. If you're going to be paying anybody's rent, it's going to be my rent. Secondly, I think of it as a basic respect thing. The point of strip clubs are literally to go and look at naked women. I just don't think that's boyfriend behavior. Strip clubs are a lot raunchier than I feel like the average person thinks. It's not just like naked or slightly covered woman dancing. These women fully get like touched and groped by these men. The more men pay, the more men are willing to touch when it comes to the strip clubs. A lot of strip clubs also have private back rooms, and nothing good happens in those private back rooms. I guarantee if you asked any stripper if boyfriends are loyal at the strip clubs, they would literally laugh in your face because I'm sure they've seen it all. And I'm fully aware that this stripper does not want my man, but it doesn't matter what the stripper is doing. It matters what my boyfriend is doing. Also, this blush combo, Tarte in the shade Sun Crush and Persona in the shade Jam, game changer. When the controversy of strip clubs arise, everyone likes to bring up the bachelor parties and how it's a rite of passage and how your boyfriend shouldn't have to say no to a bachelor party because of you. Why would my boyfriend be friends with somebody that wants to go to a strip club for their bachelor party? I don't get how men do the whole last night of freedom going to the strip club for a bachelor party, because your last night of freedom was the day we became exclusive. Let's say his friends did want to go to the strip club for the bachelor party. Strip clubs happen at the end of the night, so it's so easy to just turn in before like 4 a.m. when people hit the strip club, you know? Like, he's an adult, he makes his own decisions, he can call himself a car and go the fuck home. This isn't even about me being controlling or anything, because I'm honestly very laid back. Like, he can go to the club, he can do whatever he wants with his friends. I just don't see why you need ass and titties in your face at 4 a.m., you know? Every perspective is different, but this is just mine. I hope this helped. Do what makes you. Let's talk about 8 ways to maintain a long-term relationship. For those of you that don't know, this is coming from a girl in a 6-year relationship, so I know the ins and outs. Also, this is a Chill House steam room water, and it's so good. Number 1, stop talking to everyone about your relationship problems. No one's opinion should matter but the two of yours in your relationship. The relationship is made of 2 people, not your whole squad. Psychologically, your family's inclined to want to agree with wherever you're leaning towards. So they may accidentally be giving you horrible advice that is literally just what they think you want to hear. Number 2, it's so important to maintain physical attraction. You two can love each other as much as you want, but the second you guys stop being sexually attracted to each other, that's when things start to go downhill, because it's like you're married or with your best friend, not like your lover. The best ways to stay physically attracted is A, to make sure you're maintaining your body and physique and your health, and B, to spice things up in the bedroom. Number 3, men are fully teachable. As a woman, you are able to teach your man what you want, what you're okay with, your boundaries, and 9 times out of 10, they will listen and they will retain that information. Number 4, treat your partner like it's the beginning of your relationship. Okay, think back to the beginning of your relationship when your partner asked you to do something. Let's say they're like, hey, can you take out the trash? You're like, of course, honey. Whereas now, months or years later, if they ask you to do that, you're like, ugh, like, do I have to? It's life-changing if you stick with the same energy later on into the relationship. And it just shows how much you're willing to please and make your partner happy. Number 5, never tell your partner that they're overreacting. Even if on the surface level you feel like your partner is overreacting, there's likely to be a deeper written problem. Instead of just saying that they're overreacting, maybe ask questions and get to the root of the actual problem. Tarte blush for the win in the shade Sun Crush. Number 6, don't compare your situation to other people's. For some reason, everyone wants what they can't have, so when they're in a situation, they look at outside situations and think, would that be better? No, just live in the moment with your situation. I guarantee a million people are envying your situation. Also, these are the iconic London or original drops. Number 7, truly take what they say seriously. Don't apologize about a situation and then a week later go back to your old ways. That's just like blatantly ignoring what they said. Number 8 is major. Understand that just because they've always been there for you doesn't mean they always will be. I don't care how long you guys have been together. You guys could be married, but either one of you could walk out at any point. So make sure you don't get too comfortable and treat your partner as they should be treated. Finishing up the makeup with the Lash Paradise Mascara by L'Oreal. Let me know if you guys want part 2. And this is the final makeup look. Let's talk about 5 beauty tips for your first date as I do my skincare for bed. Number 1 is the combo of the Sol de Janeiro leave-in conditioner and the body oil. This just makes it smell super like natural and like it's coming from within rather than just squirting a bunch of perfume on you. Also, your smell like lingers in your hair, and when your hair blows in the wind or something like that, it makes such a big difference if it has like a delicious, sexy smell to it, you know? Number 2 is to get an antiperspirant deodorant. That is what actually physically blocks the sweating. So if you're a little nervous for that first date, don't worry. Just put some antiperspirant deodorant and you're not going to have any like sweat malfunctions. Number 3 is Forma. Forma is basically where they use like a radio frequency wand and basically like sculpt your face and your jawline, and it just makes you so chiseled. It's basically like gua sha on steroids with radio frequency. This is basically how they did the process with the radio frequency. It only took like 25 minutes. I got mine done at Les Jolie Med Spa in LA and it was amazing. There's just something so fire about pulling up on a first date and you have like a chiseled, sculpted, model-esque face. Number 4 is the Truly shaving oils. It's basically for around your pubic area, and it just helps with any ingrown hairs and irritation, and it makes it so soft down there. So if you're feeling like getting a little bit risque on your date, this is going to be a game changer because you're going to feel so confident just being like smooth and clean and amazing down there. And number 5 is whitening your teeth. I just use the Crest whitening strips and it's super easy, but it makes such a big difference, and your smile is the first thing someone looks at. So like if you have like a nice white sparkly smile, they're going to be so like drawn in by you. I hope this helped. Let me know if you guys want part 2. Let's talk about 5 ways to deal with a friendship breakup while I touch up my makeup. Just to start, if you're in your feels about a friendship breakup, that is so valid. Friendship breakups can be just as bad, if not worse, than regular breakups. Number 1, don't let time be a pressing issue on your mind. A lot of people think it's the end of the world when they stop being close with somebody that they've been friends with for their whole life or a really long time. And while time does add a layer of pain to it, it doesn't invalidate like the reason you guys stop being friends. And that leads me into number 2, which is take it as it's meant to be. People are constantly growing and evolving through friendships, and sometimes you two just outgrow each other, and that's okay. It's just life taking its course. Number 3, try to focus on the positive emotions. When it comes to friendship breakups, especially when it comes to girls, a lot of times the girls are inclined to talk shit about the other girl or think negative thoughts and start to hate the girl. Whether you two wronged each other or not, it's important to look at the bigger picture of things and realize that you both are moving on to different things. Talking shit about them is a clear sign that you're not over the situation. And if you're going around telling people that you hate them, that hatred is coming from a deeper internal love for the person. Number 4, take the time to actually grieve the friendship. A lot of times people get confused with their emotions when they're devastated over friendship breakups because they think you can only feel that way if you were dating the person. But again, it was normal to feel that way, and you should take the time to grieve and be upset and mourn the relationship. And number 5, take this as an opportunity to focus on yourself and work on becoming the best version of yourself. Focus on things you love to do and your future. And absolutely don't close yourself off to making new friends. Please just understand that you're gonna be okay, and this is so normal to be feeling this way, and you'll get through it, I promise. And here is the revived makeup. Let's talk about 3 ways to tell the difference between anxiety and your gut instincts when it comes to your relationship, as I do my skincare, and all the products are going to be linked below. For those of you that don't follow me, I've been in a relationship for 6 years, and I also have struggled with plenty of anxiety. So trust me when I tell you I've navigated how to crack the code between anxiety and your instincts. Having anxiety in a relationship can be pretty difficult just because you can't tell if it's your gut talking to you, because everybody always says go with your gut, but it's like, what if that's just my crippling anxiety? But these are the 3 tips that literally saved me and cracked the code. Number 1 is is facts are facts. It's so easy for your mind to spiral. So when you're going down that spiral, just take a second and be like, okay, what are the facts? What has actually happened and what do I know that's happened? Number 2 is don't talk to your friends about it. Honestly, friends mean well, but they're naturally inclined to be biased towards you. So if you're talking to your friend and you feel like, oh, I kind of feel like he's doing this, your friend is going to be like, trust your gut, like, I'm with you, girl. And this isn't a diss to your friends at all. It just shows that your friends are biased towards you and care about you. But you should be asking your family and your therapist instead. Therapists are trained to see from a neutral perspective, and your family is brutally honest, I'm sure. And number 3, identify the difference in qualities of anxiety versus your instincts. Anxiety feels very flustered and all over the place, whereas your instincts feel more tranquil and give you clarity. It's best to also just kind of write out your emotions just so you can kind of assess it from an outside perspective. These tips have really helped me throughout my relationship, just not get too in my head about things, you know? Anyways, the skin is looking as glowy as ever.